see.
Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Words from the Nerds podcast. We are here today to talk about The Boys season 3 finale, and we have another special guest with us again. Jay, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me
That's
on again.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It is a great, glorious day. Another great spoiler, another great episode. I guess spoiler for our thoughts. It's fantastic. We all thought it was great. Um, but Aiden, also my co-host, my host, how are you doing today? New
I'm doing
setup,
pretty
new
good.
background.
It's temporary. It's temporary, but yeah. I'm on vacation right now, but we need to get this out and talk about it because this isn't an episode that you could just wait till Monday or Tuesday to record. So yeah, I'm happy to be here and talk about this insane finale.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll start us off. Me personally, I loved this episode a lot. I thought it was absolutely insane the things that it did, especially that end. Just to jump right to the end. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I was like that. I think I was more scared than I've ever been because now he can pretty much just do anything. Homelander can do anything, and they will just people will eat it up. They'll love it. And then, dude, the actor who plays Ryan, the little kid, perfect. That was amazing. The smile that just started from nothing and then just got a little bit wider right before the camera cut. That was insane to me. I was like, oh my god, not him too. This sucks. But I mean, I think they're setting it up for season 4 to be the last season. Um, just based off of Butcher, Butcher's whole thing, with him
Yeah.
only having like I think they said 18 months at the max for him left to live. Um, and I'm also wondering about Huey because I know Huey obviously didn't take the other another dose, but I mean, I imagine it's not like 1-to-1, like you had to take one more and then he would have been close to dying. I'm sure his lifespan was still shortened, but I don't know if they'll ever touch on that though. Um, but I don't think this episode quite hit the same emotional stuff that like say like Hero Gasm did, and which is why I still find Hero Gasm to be the best episode of the series. I've seen a lot of people say that this finale was the best episode of the show. Um, but I don't quite feel that. This one had some emotional moments, but I think overall Hero Gasm gave most characters their moment to shine emotion wise, and so I think it had it all. Hero Gasm had the emotion, it had the action that we hadn't really seen from the show at the time, and this episode gave us the action that we haven't really seen, which is absolutely amazing. Um, but it just lacked in the emotion department a little bit. So yeah, that's what I mean. Overall, it was a great episode, great season. It was a great way to end the season. The Victoria Newman thing towards the end too, where she's going to be vice president, maybe like that's just like oh my god. And then the way Butcher says that chick has got to go. I was like oh my god, yes sir, she does. Oh my god,
Yeah.
like I just can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so glad they're starting to film it next month and so we can just get that season out quick because I am waiting
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, I mean, like me, I totally agree with all of that. I thought it was big. I said before that I think last season finale with Stormfront and everything with Ryan and all them, I feel like that was a better finale. But this was good. You know, you just can't top Hero Gasm. There's no way you could top Hero Gasm. Um, but I mean, this episode and last episode were still, amazing. So it's just when you have an episode as good as episode 6 was, it's gonna be hard to top it because that did really feel like a finale. But nonetheless, it still was really good. I enjoyed it. I think we got a lot, to set up for season 4 with Homelander and Ryan, and then even Victoria Newman and what they're gonna do about that. I think I don't know everything about Black Noir. It was just such an amazing episode. We get some closure with MM, and I thought that was amazing. And thank God they didn't kill him because that would have been heartbreaking. Uh, and I don't know, everyone's story and arc this season kind of wrapped up a little bit, and they even brought back Ryan for the final episode to kind of tie all that back in from the first 3 episodes. So overall, I thought it was an amazing season. I thought it was an awesome finale. I think this is my favorite season by far. And like I really think next season is just gonna. I think one, it'll be the last season, but two, I think it'll be the um, best season out of all four. I really think so because with everything they set up, it has the potential to be like absolutely amazing.
I
Jay,
agree.
what are your thoughts? Let us know. Let us know.
Well, I really enjoyed this episode. I like you
Yeah.
said, I think season two finale was a bit better purely because I feel like this had more stakes and had more emotional value. But doesn't take anything away from this finale. I think we still had some awesome fight scenes, some awesome dialogue from like Soldier Boy, Homelander, and my MVP for this episode is Queen Maeve. I think she's totally stole the show this episode because she's been very limited this season compared to the first two seasons, and for her to get her moment this episode was very special, and I think she deserves it. So yeah, overall, I think Hero Gasm is the best episode of the season and the show, in fact. But yeah, this episode was still amazing, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be crazy to first to talk about what Aiden said. I think like I think season 4 has the potential to be the best season as well, but I also know it's just gonna be so hard to top this season. This season was absolutely amazing in every sense of the word. It just like as we kept saying throughout the whole run, it just kept getting better and better and better. But we know that they can do that now. So I have faith that they will bring it with season 4. So but then yeah, what Jay's talking about, like Hero Gasm is just so good with everything that it did. It just like admittedly it's hard to top that. Even the episode the week following, which was still really, really good. Um, but just not quite up to the same level. Something I wanted to touch on was the moment when Homelander goes to pick up Ryan. Um, the sort of difference in the way they both Butcher and him treated him. Um, because I can't remember which one of them brought it up first, but they brought up how Ryan did the whole thing where he killed Becca on accident, and injured Stormfront pretty bad. Uh, and then because in the episode 3 or whatever, Butcher told him like you killed your mom, like he was pissed, sure, but he said you killed your mom. And then Homelander was like, that wasn't your fault, right? And that's exactly what Ryan wanted to hear. And I was like, fuck. Right when
Yeah.
that hit, I was like, God damn it, dude. This is not what I want to happen right now. And it just all went downhill from there. But it seems like for the most part, Homelander actually cares about him, which is also a crazy thought to me, which I didn't really see that coming. I thought he just would have wanted another like trophy kid to like make his numbers higher, which I'm sure that's part of it. Obviously, he introduced him to the public already, but um, it's for like he was pissed as soon as Soldier Boy hit Ryan across the room. Um,
Yeah.
but no, yeah, what Jay said about Maeve too. Maeve was an absolute standout. I don't know how I feel about her surviving. Um, I don't think it takes away from her sacrifice or anything like that. And plus, I still don't think she's gonna be in the show. Because it looks like she's happy she doesn't have the powers anymore. She's with her girlfriend now. She's just gonna go off and live her life. Um, so I don't know that I care too much. It's just the thing they definitely tried to sell it to us like she was sacrificing herself. Um, but also Soldier Boy's still alive too. So I wonder, and I forget her name. But whoever was the woman that was taking care of Ryan, uh, like is watching over him being put into a little tank or whatever. So I don't know how he's gonna come back into play, but
Yeah.
I mean, maybe eventually they will be able to kill Homelander with Soldier Boy. There's so many questions leading into season 4, and I love it, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I really like my thing is I was saying while the episode was going, if they don't kill Soldier Boy in this episode, like how is season 4 gonna go? Because up until this point we had like, we had the seven introduced and then Translucent died in season 1 and they bring in Stormfront and then she died. And then they bring in Soldier Boy. I thought for sure, okay, he's dying this season. I really don't see how they're gonna use him for season 4. And then uh then we find out at the end of the episode he's still alive. So, I'm just kind of like I'm kind of confused on how they're going to go go through with that and the whole Ryan thing now that like Homelander knows uh that his son Ryan is there and that he did have a father in Soldier Boy, how that's all going to come back and play next season, and if we're going to get like, you know, another big stakes matchup with all of them.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Is Am I frozen? Is there something wrong with my? Because Charlie's frozen on my screen.
You fine for me?
Yeah,
I'm
you
fine.
look fine.
Okay, is Charlie fine on your screen, Jay?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, Charlie's just frozen on my
Maybe I just
screen.
keep a really straight face like for a solid amount of time. Um,
Okay, you're back now. Anyways, yeah.
yeah, no, I actually forgot to pull up so I can run along the thing. But something I also wanted to talk about was the A Train thing. And sorry if you were gonna talk, Jay, and I just like
No, no,
totally
no, it's fine.
swooped in. Um, but the A Train thing with his brother, like that was probably the most emotional thing that came out of this episode, at least for me. Um, and like that was hard hitting. It was hard to like, you know, A Train like essentially not even risked his life, like actually gave his life, to try to give his brother some payback or revenge or whatever. And then his brother tells him like, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want that. Did you even stop to think that that's what I would want? And now you're a murderer. I wanted my kids to see that dude's mugshot on the TV, and now you're a murderer. Get out of my house. I don't want a murderer around my kids. I was like, damn, they just hit. A Train has got nothing, man. He just hitting everything right now.
I
I was
know.
like, damn, son.
Yeah. That whole A Train stuff. I mean, it's like, bro, with all the stuff Blue Hawk's done, a mugshot going around and showing everyone his mugshot isn't gonna do anything, bro. Like, at that point, I kind of disagree with his brother. I was like, dude, I don't care. At that point, you got to get that dude out of there. Like, Blue Hawk's a piece of shit. What are you talking about? Like, a mugshot plastered everywhere, that ain't gonna do nothing. But if everywhere it says A Train, like, brutally murdered Blue Hawk or Blue Hawk found dead, it's like, all right, hell yeah. We don't got to worry about him no more. Like, I disagree
Yeah,
with his brother so much right there.
that's fair. That's fair. Where? Okay, here it is. This the scene when Homelander is like giving them all just like a talking to, like a angry
Dude.
parent, bro. I was like, dude, is he just gonna lash out and kill everybody right here? Like, oh my god. But then, dude, that moment when he tells Ashley to take off the wig, and she's like, what wig? And he's like,
No,
he just
yeah.
looks at her, bro. And then she pulls it off. Dude, I felt so bad. I felt so bad, man. I mean,
Yeah.
even she has been like a piece of shit in her own way, but I know that she just does it because she thinks that's what she needs to do to survive. And it's just like the stress has gotten to her, bro. That's insane, man. Holy
Yeah.
cow. I
I mean,
feel so bad.
at least she finally, grew a spine at the end of the episode and deleted the footage of Maeve, ended up like
Yeah.
the boys rescuing Maeve. I was like, good on you, Ashley. I was like, good job. You've been a piece of shit all season, and you still kind of are, but at least you did one thing right. So I was happy for her in that moment. But yeah, dude, how he tells like, oh my gosh, any scene, bro, where he just walks in after he killed Noir, every scene he was in after that, it was just so tense, dude. I like could not breathe because I was like, who's gonna kill next? Like the Deep, A Train, like what the hell is gonna happen from here on out? So yeah, I love that scene, but also I was kind of expecting A Train to show up and do something the same way he had the Deep. Uh, he was telling basically sending everyone on missions and stuff. So
Yeah.
A Train's still up in like up in the air though because he has his speed back. So we don't know what he could do next season, and maybe after everything he's been through this season, he'll finally be on the boys' side for good now. So
Yeah.
like
I hope
Starlight,
so, man. Dude
yeah.
needs to grow up, I swear to God. Realize what's going on around him. It's crazy. Damn, I'm seeing Ashley again. That's crazy.
Yeah, that
Oh
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
that was bad, bro. I mean,
You,
it shows just how much all of this has been stressing her out, and it was shocking to see, and it was just like there was no reason for Homelander to make her do that. Like, come on,
no.
bro.
Oh,
You don't realize how much she's been doing it as well. Every like chance she gets, she just pulls it so hard, and seeing that was just shocking. And yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, it's a monstrosity.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
I love how
heartbreaking
he
to
made it a
watch.
point too in that scene to just say how Black Noir was worth more than all 3 of you put
Yeah,
together. I was like, so that just
yeah,
adds to the because it's like, well, damn, like if he's gonna kill Noir, then like he will not hesitate to kill you guys. That's crazy. I just
Exactly.
wonder now because it seemed like his hate towards A Train was all because he was like he was A getting fat and then B because he didn't have his speed, you know? Uh he didn't have his speed and he wasn't really a soup anymore. But now he has his speed back, so I just wonder if he'll like grow on A Train a bit more or whatnot, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, A Train was meat riding at the beginning anyway, so, like, and
That's so true.
now that he has his speed, if he meat rides some more, I'm sure it'll be fine, so, but it just depends, like, that's what I'm saying, if after everything that A Train's been through, will he continue to, like, try and, uh, glorify Homelander and be on Homelander's side, or will he, like, realize that what he's doing is wrong and, uh and fight for like the boys with Starlight over there. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. A Train's up in the air because like even though he just has super speed, he could still be like a good asset to either team in season 4. So
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
think I like on the topic of like people playing big factors. I think obviously Newman is gonna play a big role next season. But that just brings me back like I don't know. Are they gonna kinda make her I know the big thing is Homelander's death. If Homelander dies, Butcher goes with him because, if Homelander dies, Butcher has nothing to live for anymore. Like, he's done. His life's mission is complete. So, obviously, Homelander's endgame, but, like, you know, Victoria Newman being vice president is, like, a big deal. It's, like, a really big deal, having a soup in the White House. So, everything with that, like, I'm just kinda curious as to, like, what they're gonna do or, like, what their end game is. Are they gonna kind of make that a really big deal? Or are they just kinda are they gonna do what they did this season and kind of push her to the back a little bit while we focus on because Soulja Boy's still in the picture. Everybody is
Yeah.
still in the picture
yeah,
except for Maeve and Noir. So, and they could easily bring Noir back. So, just throw someone else in a suit or, do what the comics did. And, so I don't know, that's just kinda like I'm interested to see what they do with Newman and Homelander and Soldier Boy and Butcher next season.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
feeling. I have a feeling what they'll do with Newman. I think because Dakota Bob will be the president. I think he will die early on in season 4, maybe, and then Newman will become the president. But then she'll have all the power in the world, and then she'll probably have access to Soldier Boy because he's been held by the government, by Grace Mallory and stuff like that. So I feel like her having the advantage to like get to Soldier Boy to use against Homelander is massive,
Yeah.
and pretty much she can clean up after Homelander's mess.
Damn.
Yeah,
No, that's
That
actually a really good
yeah,
point.
that is.
I think she will like because that's probably the whole plan is like they're waiting for him to win, and then she'll just head pop him from a distance, and then so then she will be president after that, and she'll have all the power. There's still the question of also her daughter. Like, what powers are her daughter gonna get now that she injected her with Compound B? Um, Also, the question of Stan Edgar is still in there. We literally haven't seen him since like episode 4. That's insane. You know, I thought for sure we would have seen him in this finale at some point, but we didn't. But we know he's still out there. He's not dead. He's probably planning something to make a nice little comeback. So I don't
cooking
know.
up
I'm
something.
excited to see where that goes. What'd you say?
He said he's cooking up something. He's going to be a big part of season 4, I think.
Yeah, me too. I hope he is. I hope he is. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, dude, he got pushed back so much this season, which only leads me to think that he's cooking something up this whole time and that there's a reason why he's kind of lurking in the shadows. It could also be maybe that, I mean, I'm not sure that, I mean, maybe he got caught up in Mando season 3 and shooting some Star Wars stuff, shooting some Mando stuff, or maybe just something else, but that's probably just a reach. Or, I mean, like I said, bro. they focus so much this season on, members of the boys like Kimiko, like uh Mother's Milk, like Frenchie, like, and then even like Black Noir and Soldier Boy, that you're gonna kind of have to push some characters to the back, which was Stan Edgar, Victoria Newman, some other members of the boys, and some other members of the Seven, like Maeve. And that's just what's gonna happen. So it could just be something like that, which is fine. If you're sacrificing some characters to focus on some other
Yeah,
ones, that's perfectly fine. But
yeah,
I definitely think he's cooking something up. Like
oh, yeah,
you don't just handle Stan Edgar that easily. You don't, bro. There's
Yeah.
no way. So I think he's cooking something up, and he's definitely going to be a huge role now that his like adoptive daughter is vice president. Maybe she's even still working for him. Like she could easily
That's
still be
true.
working for Stan Edgar, and all of this is just kind of like a front. Because why would you pick Homelander
Yeah.
over your adoptive dad? Come on,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
yeah,
who would ever pick Homelander over anyone? He's a piece of shit.
exactly,
But I don't know. We'll see. I definitely do agree with you, Jay, that he will be a huge role in season 2 or season 4.
definitely,
Yeah. Um, Something else I wanted to touch on, Starlight, she can fly. Like,
yeah,
that's wild. I know, I think it was T-Dog, um he theorized that on TikTok, and I was like, I don't see how that's gonna come in, but like they did it, and it was wild. That's crazy. It looked like she afterwards though, like she can't really hold that much power for long, and it looked like she was
no,
drained after that. But
Yeah.
I mean, either way, that was still super super cool to see. Um, I just wonder if that's like, because I feel like until now we hadn't really seen the extent of her powers, and so I feel like now we have. Um, but I kind of feel bad because it was like she just like knocked him down. Like I thought it was gonna like blast him, like it'll just
go straight back
disintegrate him
up.
or something. Yeah, and then he just got straight back up. I was like, okay, well, it was a cool moment, but I
Yeah.
mean, he's still in the fight. So, um, also, dude, Butcher breaking his shield, that was so
Oh, that
sick.
was sick.
He
That
like
was
heats
sick.
it up and then just punches it off, and then was like, yeah, fuck
Your
your
shield.
shield, bitch. I was like, hell yeah, dude, that's so sick. Oh my god, that was like my favorite moment from the
Yeah,
episode. Fuck
Dude,
your
hell
shield,
yeah.
bitch.
I do want to say something about Soldier Boy, bro, because man, I look like he's a piece of shit, but he's a goddamn fighter because even though like Homelander was his son and everything, he never let that stop him from the deal that him and Butcher had. And he even tells Butcher, he's like, "We've come this far just for you to fucking blink. Like, come on, we got to finish this shit off. This is what
Yeah.
we've been doing for the past couple like weeks or months." Like, it just, oh man, I'm so pissed that, dude. There was a moment where Soldier Boy was like heating up his like little chest, Omni beam or whatever,
Yeah.
and then Ryan was with Homelander, and I was like, Butcher, stop, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but fuck Ryan. Just go, just let him do it,
yeah,
bro. If Ryan's a part of it, I'm sorry, but I don't care. Just get Homelander
Yeah.
out the goddamn way. Don't stop him right now. And he fucking stopped him. And so I was just like, God damn it, man. And then all that just for Ryan to be a mini, a mini Homelander at the end. It's just like, fuck, Butcher, look what you did, bro. All this build up this whole season, and you fucking sold the bag at the last minute. Like, come on, man. So I was, for a minute there, I was like, you know what? I feel like a piece of shit for saying this, but if Ryan has to go, along with Homelander, so be it. Like, fuck it, dude. Just let it happen. He's not even your real son. Like, I'm sorry, bro, but like,
Fuck.
I
Homelander's
feel that. I
endgame,
feel
bro. Homelander's endgame, you had him in the palm of your hands right there. I understand why he did it. Like, I totally understand. It's amazing writing, and it's really good for Butcher, especially after everything he went through last episode and like his arc. You understand more and you sympathize with him more. I totally understand, and I love the way it went. But for a minute there, I was like, man, we've been building up to this all season. Like, knock this fucker on his ass, please, bro, because like we need to get him out the way, or else bad shit's gonna happen. And then we see at the end of the episode that bad
yeah,
shit's just gonna keep happening. So I thought that was an amazing sequence right there. And for a second there, I was like giving props to Soldier Boy for like not folding just because he finds out he has a son and still going through with it. And I don't want to say I felt bad for Homelander, but like I was like, oh man, whenever Soldier Boy just straight up tells him like, you're just I think he said sniveling, you're just a sniveling
Yeah, like
pussy.
you're
You're a
Yeah,
fucking,
you're
yeah.
you're a
weak.
weak disappointment. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I
you're a
was
I have
like,
something. I
damn.
have
disappointment, and
something
then
to add
grabs
about
his
that.
mouth.
Wait,
Because
what?
we hear like props to Jensen Ackles for this dialogue. I thought it was absolutely amazing. But it's when Soldier Boy calls Homelander weak and a disappointment. It just links to the fact that Soldier Boy's father said the exact same thing and said it was a shortcut, that a real
Yeah,
man wouldn't cheat. And I think that I
yeah,
just feel like that was a good callback because Soldier Boy's just doing the exact same thing as his father onto his son, and I just thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
That's a
I
really
was,
good point.
when he was talking about like his father and everything and how he became a soldier and he was like excited and then his dad was like, you just cheat, like all you did was took a shortcut. It was, yeah, it was real hard hitting. I felt for Soldier Boy in that moment. I don't want to say I felt bad for him or Homelander in this episode, but I did feel for them. Like, damn, okay, I see. I mean, you're still a piece of shit. You deserve to die, but I see what you're going through. Um, and yeah, that moment where Soldier Boy and Homelander were just like face to face. I mean, that felt like what I mean. I say, I say that felt like what we were building to all season, but damn, that hero gasm shit, like that felt like what we were building to all season. Like as soon as Homelander walks in the door and he's like, oh, Soldier Boy. And they just have that dialogue. I still think that is like the best dialogue in the whole show. Cause like they're two
Oh,
amazing
definitely.
actors. And like they're just going back and forth. He's like, I used to look up to you. I watched all your movies. And he's like, he was like, you're the only one that's strong. He's like, buddy, you think you're strong? You're wearing a
You're
cape.
wearing a cape.
You're
You're
just
a
a
cheap
cheap
fucking
fucking
knockoff.
knockoff. I was like, oh shit.
And the
And
Man,
then
upgrades.
Charlie's favorite line is,
dude,
oh no, no,
that
no.
was that's another reason Hero Gasm is just up there, bro. Like, oh my god, that line is still just gonna go down in history for
Yeah.
me as like one of the hardest responses. Like he just got cooked and he's still like, nah, I'm the upgrade. And like, dude, oh my god.
Oh,
Just jumps right
that
into it.
dude, that reminds me that one scene. Oh my god, I don't know why it got me so hyped because like I don't want to say it didn't make sense, but it was just kind of like a what the fuck is going on moment. When you pan out and you see Butcher and Homelander both use their eye lasers, and then it just
Yeah.
stops and they look at each other for a second and
Oh
keep
yeah.
walking. I was like, oh, dude, it was so hype, bro. Sorry, it was
Yeah.
so
Damn.
I
fire.
wasn't expecting to see them team up like in a way this episode, or even in the show.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great moment.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. As soon as Kimiko ran out and tried to put on the gas mask on him, bro, I thought like when he threw her, I thought it might
Just
have
got
broken.
folded.
I was like, damn, bro, really? Right off the rip, like didn't even get a chance with it.
No, no,
None of our boys really died, right? Only death was Black Noir,
no.
really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Frenchie got shot, but
I
that's
think he's
about
pretty
it.
Yeah.
much fine, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I guess none of our deaths came true. None of our death predictions really came true at all this season. That's
I did
interesting.
think Black Noir was gonna die. I did think he was gonna die.
Yeah,
I
after last
I
episode, it
just
was
thought he
kind of
was gonna
like,
die with Soldier Boy though.
I had a
yeah,
feeling, but I leaned more towards the fact that he could join the boys at the end. But yeah,
yeah.
I had a slight feeling he could die, but I just didn't want to believe it. But
Honestly, if Homelander didn't kill him in that moment, the whole final fight scene would have been completely different. I mean, dude, people
yeah,
underestimate Black Noir. He's a fucking badass, bro. He's like like a
the
super
tank.
soldier assassin. Like, yeah, dude. I don't. People forget. Literally, it was like in last season. I think they're at like this house or this house is burned down. It's when Black Noir comes up with Butcher,
Yeah,
comes face to face with Butcher and and MM's just like loading off on him with the gun, and Black Noir's just taking it. It's like, bro, Black Noir is that man. Like, why are people trying to underestimate him? I feel like that last fight would have been so different if Black Noir was involved. I had
yeah.
even put out a post earlier this week where I said, I was like, honestly, bro, I think Black Noir is going to go toe to toe with like Homelander and Soldier Boy. Like, he's going to go after Homelander. He's going to go after Soldier Boy.
I think
And
everyone said that. Yeah.
dude, and then all my comments have been flooded with who's
Oh,
gonna tell him or boy, I
yeah.
got a
This
story
aged
for you.
horribly.
Who's gonna
I
tell
was
him?
just like, oh.
Yeah.
I actually got it. got it spoiled for me because people were commenting on that video, and I came out of watching Thor, and I checked my phone, and I just went to my TikTok, and I saw someone say "poor noir," and
Oh
I was
man,
like, "Oh no!" I exited out. I was like, "No, no, 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 no."
yeah.
So yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
R.I.P. Let's have a moment of silence for our boy. All right, thank you.
The goat.
Oh my god. No, yeah, that was like I really like it's so hard to read Homelander for a second for me because I was just like, is he really gonna like because I thought he would be happy that Noir told him the truth right there, you know? Because he said, I can see when you're lying. And so Noir
Yeah.
was like, okay, yeah, I did know. And then he still just like kills him anyway, bro. I was like, God damn, like that was like your homie, especially if like
Yeah.
Jay, have you seen the animated series, the Diabolical stuff?
No.
No, you haven't either. Okay. Just I already told Aiden about this. It's not canon. They're a bunch of like random stories, but the very last episode is canon, and it's basically Homelander as he first starts being a hero. Then he screws up really really bad and kills a bunch of innocent people, and then Black Noir's there, sees it. Um, and then Homelander sees Black Noir and he tries to kill Black Noir, but then Black Noir's like, no, 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 I'm gonna help you cover it up. Obviously, he doesn't talk though. He's just like, no,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna help you. And then so after that point, they become like super good friends. And so I liked it because like it led into this story a little bit better, why they're so close. But then it shows even if you are super close to him, you can still piss him off enough. It's
It's just that
crazy.
feeling of betrayal. I don't think Homelander rocks with that at all.
Yeah. I guess that's a good yeah, that's true. Bro,
Yeah.
Todd. Oh my god.
Fuck
Oh.
Todd.
Todd.
Fuck
Fucking
Todd.
bitch. Todd is such a bitch, bro.
Oh,
Holy
he's
shit.
such a meat rider.
No, for real.
He's the biggest meat rider in the entire show. More than Ashley and more than A-Train, Todd is the real Homelander meat rider.
Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, that end scene, dude, like he lasers that dude's
Oh,
head off, and everyone just starts cheering, and he's loving
yeah.
it. It's like, damn, man, for like somehow, some way, every single season, like every single finale that we have, just like they keep making Homelander like worse and worse and worse. I thought there was no way he could get worse than last season, and now it's even like it's horrible now. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's not going to go
horrible
well.
now.
Now that he's got the
Yeah, no.
validation from the supporters, he can just feel like he can do whatever he wants now, which is kind of
Yeah,
scary.
dude. Oh my god, I'm watching The Last Shot right now again, dude. The Ryan's smile. I hate it, bro.
Oh, it's
I
so
I want to
hate
evil.
it.
smack I want to smack the shit out of him. I'm
Such an
sorry.
evil, such an evil smile.
Like no, but that's like a credit, like so much credit to the actor that plays Ryan.
Yeah,
He is amazing
definitely.
in that scene.
100%.
But it's just
Yeah,
like, man, Ryan,
100%.
what are you doing, bro? Like, yeah, Homelander might give a shit about you, but can you not see that he's like this fucking horrible person? Like,
it's like he's just watched a guy getting his brains exploded, and he's like, yeah, whatever.
he's like, oh, I love it. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
God damn it, man. But granted, Butcher probably isn't that much better of a father at all, as we saw from the first couple episodes. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is all kind of his fault, you know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So, you
That
know,
that moment with Frenchie, when they first walk up into the place where Butcher and Soldier Boy are, when Butcher's like, shut your cake hole, Frenchie," and he's like, "No, no." I was like,
I deserve
"Yes, Frenchie,
respect.
let's go." Yeah, I was like, "Yes, dude, let's
Yeah,
do it. Hell
that's
yeah,
his
man!"
moment.
Like,
That's his moment.
I think that
yeah,
was like a perfect way of like, because a lot of, I mean, and I haven't seen Thor yet, but
Neither have
I
I.
feel like that's wait, what'd you say? You're
I
not
said
alone?
neither have I. Neither have I.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, yeah. So Aiden's the only one who might like I don't know
Yeah.
if Thor does this same thing, but the MCU has been criticized for like, having like joke moments during serious moments. And I feel like this was like a way of like mixing the two. Like it was a serious moment for Frenchie, and they just made it funny. Like he's finally standing up for himself. And it's capitalized by that scene earlier with Kimiko in the bathroom. He said like Nina was right. Like it's just my dad put a leash on me, and the only thing that's changed throughout my whole life is the person who's holding the other end of that leash. Um, and then like she just instilled in him like nobody can tell you what to do, that type of thing. And so he did it. And then later in the episode, obviously he doubles down. He's like, Butcher can suck my shit or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, this is hype, man. This is so hype. Good for Frenchie, man. Good for
Yeah.
Frenchie.
That moment was so amazing, dude. I was like, "Let's go, I literally sat up and I was like, "Let's go, Frenchie!" Like that's what I'm talking about. It was so good. And then the other moment where, um, he's talking to Kamiko and Kamiko says, you're my Moncor." I was like,
Oh,
"Oh
oh,
Mm,
no!"
such a
It was
beautiful
yeah,
moment.
just oh, it was the most beautiful thing. They have to be
Yeah.
my favorite couple in
She's so
this
sweet as
entire
well. She's
show.
so. I mean, she's not. She looks
Exactly.
innocent. She looks innocent and sweet, but she can fight.
Yeah, she's
She can fight.
yeah.
bro. That
She's
fight scene with her, also. Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
that was
yeah,
crazy. She was
dude.
literally slashing that guy and banging his head to the ground to the music. It
Dude,
was like,
I
what
love
the hell?
how she scratches their faces off
I know.
and
It's
she
like
like
Yeah,
Wolverine, just constantly.
yeah, she is like quite literally X-23
Yeah,
just
literally. Yeah,
without like
yeah.
without her
yeah.
claws or
And
anything.
I love when she puts the earbuds in, listening to music, and then she's like dancing and trying to dodge the bullets and stuff, and then she goes full force attack mode.
That was
I thought
so
that
Dude.
was sick.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm so happy that they gave Kamiko a lot to do this season,
Oh, definitely.
as well as MM, as well as who was I gonna say? As well as Kamiko, as well as MM, as well as Frenchie, obviously, and even like Huey.
Yeah.
They gave them just a a ton more to do this season, and it made
Yeah,
it like that much more fun. Not that they were like background characters in the last couple seasons, but like this, like everything with MM, just like so emotional and everything with like Frenchie and MM talking, and then even that last scene with his daughter, where he's like, this was my hero. This is you shouldn't look at this as like a bad thing. Like, I'm just trying to carry on with what my granddad or what my dad was doing. And he's tapping on the page and she stops his finger and she's like, you are my hero. And it's just like, oh man, it was so good and so emotional. And it just like I said, they wrapped everyone's arc up this season in one episode and everything. It all went so well together. We have Maeve, who is a soup that kind of wants to get out of that life, but needs Homelander to die first. Well, if Homelander's not dead, you kind of assume, okay, well then Maeve can't get out of there. But then she ends up getting out of there and escaping with the help of like Ashley. Nobody will ever find out where Maeve is. So, like I said, everyone's arc kind of gets wrapped up, and it all kind of closes out so well, while still leaving us wanting more next season. So, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder how the boys found her. Like they just like they check the alleyways and they think she was alive. I would have thought she was dead if I was one of the boys. Like I was like,
Oh
we're
yeah.
not gonna look for her, but um I guess hey, they're better at their job than I would be. One thing I also wanted to talk about was Butcher saving Huey, obviously. Like it was such like a because at the end of last episode, you're like, damn, Butcher's still gonna be a piece of shit, you know? And then I mean, and like Huey said in this episode, like he saved him in the like shittiest way possible, but still saved him. Um, but and I thought that was super like obviously it was a Butcher thing to do, but it was still super, super cool to see. I was like, damn, this man does have a heart. And the way he said, like, you really are a spitting image of my little brother. I was like, okay, like that's nice. That's a little hard. And then he just socks him across the face. I was like, okay, man, whatever the hell that means, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Or were you
where
gonna keep
did
going?
I wanted to touch on one more thing, and
I
it
was
was
I was
oh yeah, the
just
Maeve thing. But yeah, you say your thing first.
yeah, no, I was just gonna say, yeah, I thought it was sweet that Butcher was finally able to like talk to Huey and admit it out loud that, damn you remind me so much of Lenny, even though it did come with a punch. Like that's just that was kind of Butcher's way of
Yeah.
addressing that finally and saying it out loud and admitting that to Huey. And I thought that was just a really good moment right there.
Yeah. One thing family related I want to see in season 4 is because we know the things with like Huey and his father, how his mother left him when they were younger or whatever. I want to see that in season 4. I want to see the mother side. I want to see how that ties in. And Huey, I want Huey to be more like family orientated. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
see more of that. Like Butcher, we've seen all of his backstory with his abusive father, his brother, and for Huey, we've only really seen his father. But I want to see more of his family side and see what goes on there.
yeah. I
That's me
agree,
personally.
100%. 100%. Yeah. I like because I love the. I'm not usually a big flashback guy, but then the flashbacks with Butcher, I was all in on. Like that's another testament to the writers of this show. They just know what they're doing to make the viewers care about whatever's happening on screen. And so yeah, I would love to hear more about like say Huey's mom or something like that, just to give more insight into to Huey as a person. Um, but the Maeve thing, that was so hype for me when she's in the truck and then she's just barely awake and she's looking at all these dudes,
No, that was
clenches
sick.
her fist. I was like, "Oh shit, it's about to go down, bro." And then she just walks out all bloodied. I was like, "Damn, let's go,
Yeah,
bro. Let's go." Um, and then last thing I want to touch on is the Starlight joining the team, which probably anybody probably could have seen coming. But it's just nice that she's officially like part of the boys. I thought it was like a touching moment, just everybody raising their hand, saying "I," that type of thing, and her throwing
Yeah.
away her suit. I thought that was a
yeah.
big thing too, actually.
Mm.
Granted, we know she hasn't been part of the seven for the last two episodes, but maybe she still wanted to represent what she had because I think she had that costume well before she was in the seven. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
She
yeah,
just didn't believe it gave her any power, did it? And
yeah,
so I
It
don't think she needs it.
yeah, and it doesn't anyways, so
Yeah.
yeah, that was a good moment though to finally have her introduced as one of the boys and be working with them, even though she has been all season, like, and also props to Butcher for not going against it. Like he understands they need her help and how much they have how much she has helped them this season.
yeah,
And he acknowledges all of that, and the only thing he says is that bitch has got to go from the, talking about Victoria Newman. And yeah, and so yeah, like I said, I'm really excited to see where they go from there with Newman and um how Starlight, fits into everything. And I'm just glad that Huey has apologized and that her and Huey kind of wrapped everything up because man, for a second there, I was like, Huey, you dumb piece of shit, man. Like, you got a good girl right here, bro. She is doing so much for you. Like, you're fumbling the bag right now, bro. Come on. And so I'm glad he finally got his act together. And same with Frenchie. It's like, bro, stop throwing away all this shit. Stop doing these drugs. Like, when Kimiko smacked him, I was like, there you go, Kimiko. I was like, man, get his ass straight because, like, dude, like,
It was a mean
you know,
slap as
you
well.
yeah. It's like you too, bro. You got a good girl right here too. Stop fumbling the fucking bag, bro. You know,
yeah.
get rid of those drugs and listen to Kimiko's, So I'm glad Kimiko or Frenchie and Huey finally fixed their shit this season. So it is a really good ending to everyone's arcs.
Definitely.
Yeah, something else we forgot to talk about is the telling his daughter about the history of their family, um,
Yeah.
which was a really touching thing as well. I know I said that there was only like one really powerful emotional moment, but that I think that was pretty good as well because like he's just harping home the fact like her grandfather was seeking justice for what happened his whole life and now he's doing the same thing, just trying to help his daughter like understand where her dad is at, um mentally, and like trying to, I guess I want to say, bring justice, but he's just irregular
Yeah.
dude. What can you do? But I mean,
Hey,
and
hey, but
plus Homelander's still out there.
he'll put those fists up, bro. Don't
No, you're 100%
MM
right.
got them nuts on him, bro. So he might just be regular dude, but he don't got the mentality of a regular dude. I'll tell you
Yeah, man, he can hang, bro. He can hang. That's for sure. That's for sure.
that. Yeah.
No, yeah, but
That's pretty much
actually,
everything.
no, yeah, go.
Oh
Yeah.
no, no, yeah. Unless you had something
Okay.
else.
No, that's pretty much what I was gonna say that too. I was just
Yeah.
gonna go around and ask you guys what if you have any like closing things you want to bring up or
Y-
um
Uh, no, I mean I'll give my thoughts on this season and the finale. I've said it a couple of times. I mean, this was My this is my favorite season. I think season 3 has knocked it out of the fucking park. Every episode was just on par. There was no filler at all.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people say that yeah, like the first 2 episodes are up until Soldier Boy, it was kind of like it was kind of slow. They didn't really they weren't really like grabbed, but then after the Soldier Boy stuff, it was, you know, go go go. But I mean, they dropped the first 3 episodes, right? I absolutely love the format that The Boys has going on. You have an 8 episode season. You drop the first 3, so you have 5 weeks to go. Those first 3 are always like either they drag on the most or they're just like setup episodes. So you get those 3 out of the way, and then you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, you might have 1 or 2 filler, but if you need to get any filler out, it's in those first 3 episodes. So
Yeah.
for us, we kind of blend all those episodes together, and then we start with 4. You know, we start with them busting out Soldier Boy from that compound and Huey getting his powers, and we go on from there. Think that is a beautiful format. It doesn't take away from my thoughts on the season. Still think the season was like phenomenal. Um, I don't think there's anything I would change. Like, I mean, dude, the episode length is perfect. The character development is perfect. The hype and the build up, the tension, how well every the characters are written. It's all just so amazing, and it's a testament to this show and how awesome it is. And it's a reason why this is my favorite comic book show. So overall, I give this season a 10 out of 10. This episode, I'd give it like a 9.5 out of 10. I don't think it was as good as Herogasm, but then again, Herogasm is one of the best episodes of any comic book show that I've ever watched. So, you
Any
know,
TV
there's
show.
no I mean, dude, maybe even TV show. Like, there's no beating Herogasm. It was just a phenomenal episode for a phenomenal season for a phenomenal show.
Jay, do you have any closing thoughts?
Like pretty much what Aiden said. Yeah, I love this episode. I've loved the season. I think it's been perfect. 10 out of 10 for me. My favorite comic book show of all time. Just everything. It just offers everything. Every character's perfect. The action's amazing. The music as well was quite underrated, I think. Um, yeah, just overall a very enjoyable experience. And yeah, season 4 is going to be insane. Insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for me, this show is fantastic. I've loved it since it first debuted. And it seriously has just gotten better and better and better and better every single episode, every single season. Um, and you know, I can't quite say that I'm in the camp. It's the best comic book show. It is a very very close second to Daredevil for me, though. Very
Yeah,
very
that's how
close
I
second.
feel as well. Daredevil would be
Um,
second for me, but I feel like I just like the boys more personally.
yeah, yeah. But like it's seriously like there's a very thin line separating the two. But
Yeah,
um no, yeah, I think you guys all hit it on the head. Like this is a 10 out of 10 season. Absolutely. Not every episode was a 10 out of 10, but this is a 10 out of 10 season. And that's still like that in and of itself to say that is kind of crazy. But I mean, it's the truth of the matter. Every episode hit. There wasn't an episode I was like, you know, this kind of sucked. This was a filler. This was boring. You know, every episode had its purpose,
Yeah.
and every character had their purpose. Every character had their moment to shine in no matter what episode it might have been. You know, even in the episodes you wouldn't think there would be time to give people moments to shine, like Herogasm. The way they hyped that up, thought it was just going to be straight orgies, sex, and fighting. But no, there was lots of emotional stuff, hard hitting stuff in there. Um, and it was just it was all wonderful to see. And you're I don't want to sound dramatic, but you're scared watching this show a lot of the time. You're scared for the characters because you have someone like Homelander who's completely unpredictable and rash and immature like a little child, and he has the most powerful, I was going to say the most powerful powers, but just he's the most powerful person on the planet that we know of other than Soldier Boy, I guess. Soldier
Yeah.
Boy, I guess. So yeah, no, you're watching the show, and like I've been on record and I said, like, even after Herogasm, the one thing I'm thinking about the most, especially after Annie did that live stream thing, what the hell is Homelander gonna do?
Yeah.
How is he gonna react to that? Because that's a
yeah,
scary thought. Um, and it's a testament to, and I know people bring up Homelander as like the best villain in TV right now, or the best comic book villain, however they say it. And you know, I think they're right. I like he is fantastic. The and Anthony Starr plays him fantastically. I don't have any quarrels with his performance, and I don't have any quarrels with the writing for the villain. I think his writing, he's still like, you have empathy for him. You feel like you can feel bad, but at the same time, it's like, he's a piece of shit, and you have to know
Yeah.
that he's a piece of shit. But like, you
Yeah.
could still recognize the hardship someone's been through and still acknowledge that they're a piece of shit. Um, so yeah, and I think the boys, they just understand writing so well. And I even saw one of I think it was the showrunner, Eric Kripke, on Twitter. Somebody asked him, so why did Starlight have no problem giving Kimiko Compound V, but she's absolutely tearing Huey apart for one in Compound V? And he said, well, Kimiko, it's her choice to like get these powers back that she realized that she wanted. I'm going to butcher it, but it was a really thought-provoking answer, basically saying that like Huey is selfish. Huey wants these powers for a selfish reason. He wants to save someone that doesn't need to be saved, and B, doesn't want to be saved. And so it just shows how much thought they put into all of this, and
Yeah.
it's really fantastic. And it can't make me happier than I already am with this show. Like, I seriously love it so much, and I cannot wait for more. And I know I've said that probably 4 times now, and you guys have all said it too, but it's just like, we can't talk up about it enough. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And there's
Yeah.
also one point I want to make, just quickly. I just wonder what they're gonna do about the whole Flight 37, because if that gets out, that's gonna ruin Homelander's entire persona. And yeah, if that'll push him over the edge if that goes out. I just hope they tie in with that a little bit more, because they've teased it like a few times every season. But I hope the Flight 37 bit gets a bit more recognition and gets a bit like more into the story, if you know what I mean. And I just think Homelander, if that goes out, then it's
I
gonna be
agree.
Well,
scary.
I think even
you oh,
you go,
sorry,
you go,
I was just gonna
you
say,
go.
well, now he has something to fight for. Before,
Yeah,
whenever he threatened them, he said, "Release it," because if you release it, I have nothing to fight for. Well, that motherfucker has Ryan now. If they release that shit and
yeah,
he has Ryan,
yeah,
he can't go take down the nerve centers. He can't go throw New York off off the edge of the world. Like, he can't do any of this bullshit that he threatened them with because he has something to fight for now, and that's Ryan's bitch ass. And so it's like, all right, release the footage now and watch this motherfucker crumble because he ain't
yeah.
gonna be able to do shit about it.
I don't know, bro. Ryan was kind of happy when he just lit that dude up, and so I don't know. Ryan might be drinking a little bit of that chaos Kool-Aid as
It was
well.
twisted.
Or some milk
Um,
with Homelander. Fancy
oh
milk with him.
Jesus, oh my God. No, I wanted to say, yeah, I think even like his diehard supporters might even, because like, imagine some of them had like family members on that flight, and
Yeah.
like the diehard supporters that were cheering him on after he just killed somebody for throwing a can at his kid, his superhero kid, mind you.
Yeah.
Like, that's like,
Yeah,
Bro. Sorry,
no, go
bro.
ahead.
I
Oh
keep
yeah,
cutting
I'm
you off.
done. I'm done.
I was just thinking, dude, imagine a storyline. This is like such a reach and it's such a coincidence, but imagine, okay, so in the Flight 37 video, um, there's a mother and a daughter, and they're like kind of like the main, like there's a video where he's telling them, like, no, Maeve, leave them. We have to go. We can't just take one. And he's like, take my daughter, please. And Maeve's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Like, I really want to save you. On Homelander's like, no, we gotta go. Are you gonna choose them or are you gonna choose me? And the video is like centered around like this mother and daughter. Like, you could very well see that. What if that's Todd's old wife and kid, and now he's with,
That'd be
you
cool.
know, Janine
oh,
and MM's wife. So if that video ever gets out and he sees it, he's like,
yeah,
"What the fuck? Like, I thought Homelander did this and whatever."
yeah.
Just a, like an out there little. It wouldn't make like
It's
it
a good
wouldn't
theory.
Ah,
have
that'd
any
be
It's a good
stakes
cool.
to
theory.
it, but it'd be pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that'd
it
Yeah.
be
would.
funny. Anyway, sorry, Charlie. Go ahead.
No, I was pretty much done, but I mean, that's a really cool idea. But fuck Todd anyway, though.
Yeah, fuck him
Yeah.
Still,
anyways.
little bitch.
um.
I have one more point, just if
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
know I haven't read many of the comics, but I'm pretty sure there's like a Russian like superhero group. I wonder maybe if they could get tied into next season. I don't know if that would be a possibility, but
Yeah.
I know Love Sausage. He was in the team,
Yeah.
and I wonder
Yeah.
maybe if the Russian superhero group will get tied into season 4. I think it'll be a cool thing to look into, but Just a little
Yeah.
detail I think would be quite kind of cool.
Yeah, so, in the comics, really the main thing, um, the main goal was to get Soups in the White House, which is
Yeah.
why they had Vic the Veep, which it was a dude, but they've kind of gender switched him for this season. He's basically what Victoria Newman is.
Ugh.
You good?
Yeah, I just sneezed.
Oh, okay. Um, so yeah, I think his name is Victor. I think it's Vic Newman or whatever. Anyways, he's a soup and he gets into the White House as vice president. And then the Vought kind of has a plan to kill the president so that he can move up in ranks. And he ends up dying, but not in the way that Vought planned. And then that's when Homelander goes insane and takes over the White House and like basically storms the Capitol with all these other soups, which leads to like the comics big finale with him confronting Noir, confronting Butcher, and like the big finale of everything. So I wonder if which just leads me to think more and more that season 4 is the last season, and that's kind of what they're building to, kind of getting soups in the White House, and then kind of a big finale where Butcher and Homelander take each other out or something like that. Um, I don't know. But yeah, I really do think that Newman will play a big role in next season, and I think Stan Edgar will as well. I think he's gonna have to have something up his sleeve. So um,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Yeah, just to throw some theories out there for
I
season
don't know if
4.
you've I don't know if you've noticed, but my projector keeps on going off. That's why it's quite dark right now. I don't know what's happening.
No, no,
It's
you're
very
good, bro.
very
You're
odd.
You're
good.
all, yeah, you're all good. Yeah,
Just a little.
that was our review for. Unless you guys anybody have anything else?
No, I'm all good.
No.
That's
All
about
right.
it. Yeah.
That was our review for the well, I guess the entire season of The Boys. That's a wrap on that. It was a fantastic finale. We all had a great time watching. We can't wait for season 4. Thank all of you guys for watching. If you followed us along throughout the entire all the whole season, thank you so much. If you've been listening on Spotify, we appreciate you. Listening on YouTube, appreciate you. All the podcast listening platforms, thank you so much. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss our uploads. We're gonna have a Thor one coming out soon. We got some news ones coming up. We're planning something for Comic-Con as well at the end of this month, and that should be pretty fun. And then we got Miss Marvel this week, the finale of that coming up, and I
Oh
hope that
yeah.
can end properly. We talked a little bit about that in our last episode, but yeah, we we hope that can wrap up good. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Aiden, you want to tell them where they can find you?
Yeah, everything will be in the link tree at the bottom. ADH Talks on everywhere, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. That's basically where I'm at. So
All
that's
right,
about all I
nice.
got to plug.
Jay, you want to let them know where they can find you?
Just my TikTok, jaytalksfilms. Like I said on the last podcast, like Stranger Things, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, all that great content you'll find over there on that page. I'd say it's quite a good page. You should follow me.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
should
it
follow me.
is.
Yes,
Follow
sir.
him. Follow this man. Follow this man.
Yeah.
All right. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. We got plenty more coming your way soon. Miss Marvel, all the fun stuff. We're gonna have some more Marvel news, DC news. DC is gonna be at Comic-Con as well. We're probably gonna touch on some of that stuff. So thank you guys so much. We will see you soon.
Thank you.
Adios.
Peace.